Hi, welcome to Sketch School. This is where you'll learn to sketch the world around you and truly see the places you'll visit. This is part one of sketching the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, and in this part we'll look at drawing the Arc de Triomphe in two-point perspective. So first, what is two-point perspective? How do we use it? When? Well, let me show you. Perspective is a way to represent the 3D world you see in your drawings, to give the illusion of a 3D environment on a 2D sheet of paper or tablet. This method of illusion was built on techniques of artists dating as far back as ancient Egypt. It was developed during ancient Greece and was perfected during the Italian Renaissance. There are three basic perspectives: 1 point, 2 point and 3 point, not too complicated so far. In today's lesson we will focus on 2 point perspective. With all basic perspectives you have two main elements, the horizon and the vanishing points. The horizon line is exactly what you think it is, the horizon, and the vanishing points are where the perspective lines of man-made objects come together. So with 2 point perspective, all the lines between horizontal and vertical either travel to one vanishing point or to another. Each object can either have its own 2 points or share those of others. For the purpose of this lesson, keep all your vanishing points on the horizon, and we will look at more complicated methods in future lessons. With 2 point perspective, all vertical lines remain 90 degrees to the horizon and run parallel to each other. As you can see, with 2 point perspective, you can easily create the illusion of basic 3D objects. While you are learning perspective, I recommend practicing drawing cubes. It is much easier to tell if they look correct, and when you draw man-made things, and even those of nature, they can often easily be guided by simple cube frames in perspective. With 2 point perspective, unless you're replicating some kind of extreme fisheye lens, you will not see more than one vanishing point of an object in your image. If you do see one, the other point connected with that object will be far out of view. Most of the time one, if not both points connected with an object, will be far from the centre of your view, and you will just need to guess where all the associated perspective lines aim towards. The centre of your view, or extent of your replicated lens, can be visualised as a circle, as I have done here. And there you have it, 2 point perspective. Of course there's more to it than that, and we'll look at some of the more complex sides of it in future lessons, but that's more than enough to be getting on with. So how about we have a practice? Let's travel to Paris and let's have a go at drawing the Arc de Triomphe using 2 point perspective. Paris, the city of impressionism, art galleries, the Eiffel Tower, and of course the Arc de Triomphe. Constructed at the western end of the famous Champs-Élysées at the start of the 19th century, the Arc de Triomphe was inspired by the Arch of Titus in Rome. It was built on the orders of Napoleon to mark probably his most famous victory at the Battle of Austerlitz. When starting a sketch, block in the biggest shapes first and find where the perspective points of that object are. Don't be afraid to correct your composition at this point. As we're drawing the arch in 2 point perspective, most horizontal lines of the man-made object will either go to one or the other of the vanishing points. In this drawing, both points are far out of view, but still on the horizon, so I'm just imagining where all the lines meet. To find the centre of a square's side, draw a cross inside it from all 4 corners. Where the lines meet, no matter the angle of the square, is the centre. When sketching, avoid focusing on the details too quickly. Details are just decoration. Get the structure and basic shapes right first. Okay, so now you've seen how to draw the Arc de Triomphe in Paris in 2 point perspective. Now it's your turn to practice. Doesn't matter whether you're using pencil, paper, pen, crayon, tablet, doesn't matter. Have a go. And while you're doing that, soon the second part of my lesson will come out, which will look at composition, lighting and shading, and then the third part will look at colour. So if you liked the lesson, you enjoyed it, and you want to see more, please click the like and subscribe and the notification button. Enjoy your sketching, and I shall see you next time. Bye.